Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys another example of the true power of some of the Death Knights. In particular, of course, the Mage Death Knight. Never count out a Frost Lich, as the title suggests. It is a Tavern Brawl game. It is a Tavern Brawl game where you start with a bunch of chickens and every card you pick or every card you generate gets added to your deck and you draw from your deck. It's a little bit of a complicated Tavern Brawl to explain, but a few minutes into the game, you'll get it, and you'll get the reason why I've been complaining about these Death Knights in Arena for so long now, because this is exactly what happened in that game mode, though these days, at least it's nothing to worry about. Enjoy the game, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Well, I mean, I've had routers that we replaced. We replaced a router like 2 months ago. We bought the fastest wireless router available. It was like $300. The problem was it was so fast that apparently when you have like a large download or update on your phone, it drops every single connection on it. So we obviously needed a new router after that. I think Arthas is actually pretty busted here, because the Death Knight cards would be shuffled into my deck. A lot of routers have like quirks like that, which is why there's very few routers that have a lot of positive reviews. So when Linksys asked me to partner up to promote this particular router, it was an easy yes because I used Linksys routers already. I'm happy with them, and that is one of the best reviewed routers on the internet. So, yeah.
What to do? What to do?
1 mana, 2/2 beast. Not exactly. Okay. No coin. It's painful.
Let's show our guests a good time.
This is a busted card. I want this played as soon as possible. Oh, okay, sure. Burn in hell. Moros. So in terms of the functionalities that I use from the router, we use a lot of devices. So it's pretty important to have different bands for the devices. So if you're doing like heavy usage on one thing, it doesn't affect select other things. So we want to have like, we just want to have things separate from one another. That's pretty important. Another glyph, fine. As a streamer, it's also very important to be able to change my IPs. Haven't had the need in a while, but when the time comes, I need to be able to do it very quickly. Some brands have MAC cloning, and you can manipulate your IP through that. The Linksys routers have MAC cloning, and it's pretty good these days. It only takes me about 30 seconds to change my IP. And a few routers, usually the ones that are labeled as gaming routers, like the one that I'm promoting, they have basically software that... Wow, that's terrible. These are all terrible. I'm going big. They have software that allows your gaming content to not be affected by your other usage. So if you're like doing heavy bandwidth stuff, it's not going to affect your gaming. If your sister's downloading her favorite show or some crap, you don't get disconnected off playing your video game, that kind of stuff. And that can be very useful, as you can imagine. Okay, we got Frostmourne now. Fine. Pretty good, I guess. Yeah, the glyph spells get stuck in the deck. Yeah, it's not bad when they do. Kind of good, actually.
The dark path is my destiny.
Boy. No, Frostmourne goes back in the deck too. See how I have more cards in my opponent? I think I'll do that. Fireball face, how about that?
At last, a worthy disciple.
Oh. Chickens. Wow. That's pretty good. These are not good, though. Not at all.
My life is your shield.
Okay. What kind of game would draw me away from Hearthstone? I don't know. I talked about this a bit yesterday. Hearthstone, like, almost never gets boring. It's always, like, interesting to play. Sometimes you get frustrated by the RNG, that the fact that everybody's playing the same fucking deck and constructed, like, game after game after game. Losing on... There's a lot of shit to be frustrated about, but Hearthstone does not get boring. It's actually really bad. This is a tough one. I think I'm just gonna take the leper. Yeah, the Nova's really good there.
I protect. Job done.
Oh, I've tried eating meat. Plenty of meat. It was worse.
I dream and the world trembles.
The year before I went vegan, I was raid leading Exodus, which was at the time #1 guild in the US. And at many times throughout playing, my brain would like shut off. Like whenever we'd raid, I'd be able to stay up like 35, 40 hours. I've stayed up for 3 days at a time. Like, I can cope with lack of sleep like nobody else. And still, I would get such shitty sleep night after night after night from my various health conditions that I could not pay attention for a period of like 8 minutes without it like dropping my attention span. And since I made a few lifestyle changes, things have improved considerably. They're not perfect, but they've improved considerably.
As you wish. I'm ready.
Yes, sir, is really fucking scary.
Dream and the world trembles.
Feeling chilly. Let's show our guests a good time.
He's trying to freeze me. 50-50. Damn.
I dream and the world trembles.
Kill your deck with 10/10 taunts.
All along.
We'll see. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Okay. Never lucky. Well, he doesn't have 10 damage, so...
Do not fear power. Fear those who wield it.
Okay. There's a lot of things that kill me, but there's no certainty of it happening. Let's see. Is just US Brawl kind of terrible? It's a little terrible. But, it's just very high RNG, so... You win some, you lose some. Oh, 7 health, thank you. That's very kind of him. Ooh. Is that what she's wielding there? Oh, it is! The rightful owner claims the weapon.
I must remain hidden to walk free.
I think in general I want Kona Cold. I think Frost Nova is also very good. Alright. I just have to hope he doesn't pull another fireball or the same fireball back to back. Can you get a card back to back? I'm not sure that you can, actually. I'm not sure that you can. Oh, he has Nightmare as well.
You look very familiar.
Okay. Are there any elementals there? Not yet, but we'll see. I'm too low to attack a minion. Ooh. I mostly need health. Clearing the board is one thing, but I need to keep gaining life. Because 9 is not satisfactory. Go with the taunt.
I am free.
The time is now.
There we go. We got Blizzard.
The icy winds of Northland will consume your souls.
Trading Pinkoto. Oh, sure.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Okay.
A game? So kind of you to join me.
Well played.
Oh, yes. Not even close, boys. 25 HP.